Hello and welcome everybody to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 2. We are very close to Diamond 1. We had a nice draft going 6 and 3 with a nice Krang artifact stack. Could have played a little bit tighter, but you know what? That's what today's video is for. Now, before we hop into another draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Head on over to TCGplayer.com for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy booster boxes of Ninja Turtles, or Final Fantasy, or Last Airbender. There's a lot of different sets. Check out tcgplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases rather. Also, you can buy singles from the website. Check it out. Also, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, all that utilize their special magnetic technology so that all their products snap conveniently into place. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Also, I'm well aware that I've drafted artifacts 3 drafts in a row, but it has also been open in all 3 of the drafts, so it is what it is. Okay, this is a really solid pack. At Common, I think Mouser Foundry is significantly better than everything else. Tenderize also another option, but we have a lot of great options at Uncommon and Rare. There's Turncoat Kunoichi, 3 mana for a 3/2. This card's excellent. When this enters, choose target creature an opponent controls, exile that until this creature leaves the battlefield. If the creature's sneak cost was paid, instead exile the chosen creature. So, you know, if you can pay the sneak cost, then you can just straight up kill something. But if not, you can still just play it as like a Fiend Hunter variant. So very good. I think you can make the case for Metalhead and Tainted Treats as well, but we haven't drafted a sneak deck, and even if I draft like a green X deck, I can splash for this, and it's a cool rare. So let's try cool rares, and let's do everything that we can to avoid playing artifacts again. So there's a bunch of artifacts, and guess what, folks? Well, we have 2 options. Okay, hold on. I just took a Turncoat Kunoichi. So I can either go Splinter or Everything Pizza. Everything is telling me that Splinter Hamato Yoshi is the correct pick. It absolutely is. I'm doing the ninja thing. Somebody took a rare, but I'm doing Everything Pizza. I'm here to have some fun. Okay? We're going to try to draft all the colors here and try to draft the sweetest deck that we possibly can here. All right, now we have, I don't care about the expensive card in the Westwind Avatar. I'm looking at Lessons from Life or Frog Butler. Escape Tunnel also fine for mana fixing. I think Lessons from Life is good, but I think after taking the Everything Pizza and trying to be all the colors, I'm going to really try my best to prioritize mana fixing over just about everything. I feel like there's plenty of good late game things to do in this format. So I think being able to just prioritize Frog Butler over anything and then taking the expensive good cards as they come is a good approach here. Here, there's Turtle Lair. I mean, there's some ninja cards. For me, it's really just TCRI building. Nobody's also okay, but I think it's, I don't know what my secondary color will be if I try to draft an Everything Pizza deck. And so starting to pick up a bunch of these lands, I think is a decent place to be. All right, pack 1, pick 5, no land here. A little bit concerning, to be honest. Not a whole lot that I like. I guess there's a Slithering Cryptid, which is, you know, the main upside of taking something like this is it's just easy to cast. I don't really care about bot bashing time. It's a little too inefficient. So yeah, let's just take this. I'm not happy to take the Slithering Cryptid that early, but at the same time, it's just, you know, it's a fine filler card. Here, there's Donatello, but I don't know how many artifacts I'm going to have. That is a late Mouser Foundry and Oroku Saki, which is also quite nice in the sneak deck here. But I'm going to take Ragamuffin Raptor. It's a nice value card, right? Especially when you're ramping. And it's a way to get back Everything Pizza. So let's go ahead and take that. Could also make the case that Mouser Foundry was the pick there, but I'm happy enough with the Ragamuffin Raptor. Here, another pack that has kind of a bunch of middling cards. Like, if I knew black was definitely going to be my secondary color, I would take Squirrelinoids as a good blocker. But because I don't, just going to take Dimension X here. We have a white card already that we're probably looking to splash. So let's just take the land and leave ourselves very flexible here if possible. Now we have Kawabunga, Mutant Ninja Turtle, or land. This pack stinks. I guess I'll take a Kawabunga, but I don't. I mean, that was just a blank of a pack. I will say I'm glad I took the Frog Butler. It's my only 2-drop right now. The issue, I mean, we'll see what happens. If too many people draft this archetype, we might be in trouble. Black-white land, certainly better. All of these are replacement level cards here again. So just, take the lands highly just to make sure that we can turn on, of course, the Everything Pizza. Again, these are all filler level cards. Meanwhile, Escape Tunnel is fantastic as mana fixing. Moving on, pack 1, pick 11. I guess I'll take a Tunnel Rats in case I end up in black or green. I don't think I'm going to be base green-white, so I don't really care for the High-Flying Ace. Guess I'll take Insectoid Exterminator just to have a mix here, but... I mean, certainly playable count is something that's concerning here, given that we only have access to 5 cards that I'm happy playing. All right, pack 2, pick 1. We're going to take Michelangelo, Weirdness to 11. Just a solid 2-mana play here. Keep the curve kind of low. There's also Frog Butler and Anchovy and Banana Pizza. But I think being able to pick up premium cheap creatures is pretty important here. And while I do like the Frog Butler, I think there's enough upside with Michelangelo that I'm going to take it here. Look, the way that I look at this is if it's a fun, cool, sweet looking rare, I'm just going to take it. Even though I think Frog Butler is very important here, but I think we've done a good job so far prioritizing mana fixing where we can afford to take something like a Michelangelo. We have the Cryptid already, and then maybe if we can find other ways to create mutagen tokens, we can get some value that way. The Ooze. Whenever a creature you control with +1/+1 counter leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen. Exile target card from the graveyard, create a mutagen. That's not bad. I mean, I've never played with it before. I'm going to try it. Let's take the Ooze. I mean, especially with the Michelangelo. Now we have something to build around. What's weird is that it hasn't been clear if black or blue is open. So just like, I don't know how many people are doing the... like the value thing here. Like Sultai nonsense, but here we are. Westwind Avatar versus Brilliance Unleashed. I don't have things for this right now, but it's a really powerful card. And Westwind Avatar is just okay, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I mean, look, I'm not really concerned about colors, right? So I'm just going to take the best card, and then now that I have this, I can maybe be a blue-green base and figure things out. What does this do? Arcbound Ravager, nice. Here there's Frog Butler, Koya, Baxter, Stockman. Baxter's fine. Koya can be okay. But now, I don't think it's enough for me to take it over Frog Butler. I think Frog Butler is absolutely premium here. And having the 2 here really helps allow us to ramp and play some of our expensive cards. So now that I have the Brilliance Unleashed, oh my gosh, Career of Comestibles, let's go. Good pack, by the way. There is Return to the Sewers, Buzzbots, Tenderize, but Career of Comestibles to go fetch Everything Pizza is just everything I want to be doing in life. I would be happy taking the Cantrip Pizza as well. So that would also be something that I'd be happy taking. But this pack's going very, very well for us so far. Pack 2, pick 6. I opened my mouth too quickly, and now we have this pack, which, not great. Nothing I really want. Squirrelinoids is okay as a Death Touch creature, but I don't know that black is going to be my secondary color again. I'm just going to take a top-end card here. Let's just take Stockman, Mad Flyentist. Totally fine, expensive-ish card. And you play it in the late game and you get to rummage. All right, so now we have Donatello versus Sewer Valence Cam. I'll take Sewer Valence Cam. I think I'm going to lean into a blue-green base. And Sewer Valence Cam is quite nice with Brilliance Unleashed. So let's go ahead and take that here. With all the mana ramp too, you just kind of want to have just some value cards here. Here, I will take Stomp by the Foot. Just a good interactive spell. And I imagine we're going to have fodder to sacrifice for Stomp by the Foot. So I think it's a totally fine card here on the splash. Pack 2, pick 9. I'll take the Crustacean Commando. Hopefully I don't have to play it, but I'm going to put it in here just in case. Now we have Mind Transfer Protocol, Stockman, and Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. I guess I'll just take the Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. I don't love that pick. I'm just taking it just in case. Just in case I need a second food to search for with the Career of Comestibles. Shredder? Wow. So, yeah, I mean, this card is rock solid. So surprised it's still in the pack. All right, let's keep going. I'm still in the market to just taking the best card here. And in this case, it is Agent Bishop. Maybe we'll table the New Generations Technique. Or the Omni Pizza. Omni Cheese Pizza would be fantastic, by the way. But Agent Bishop is busted. I'm going to already play the Turncoat Kunoichi. Mighty Mutanimals is arguably a better card, but this is a much more splashable card. So I'm going to take Agent Bishop here. All right, pack 3, pick 2. What do we have? There's a nobody, and you know how much I like this card, but I don't actually have that many artifacts to pick up, so I don't think it's the appropriate pick here. I'm going to take Ray Fillet just as another value-oriented creature. It gets me a mutagen, it flies. I can utilize those tokens. Also, I have the Michelangelo, so I get 2 counters, and then I can draw a bunch of cards. So let's go ahead and take that. All right, pack 3, pick 3. This one's super interesting. A lot of good options. I'm not going to take Lita. I just don't think I'm going to be a green-white base. She's pretty good. And I'm not going to take Mona Lisa just because I think it's a little weak. I'm looking at Omni Cheese Pizza, Anchovy and Banana Pizza, and Death in the Family. And I'm going to take Anchovy and Banana Pizza. I like Omni Cheese Pizza, but given that I have the Courier of Comestibles, I think it's really nice to have one of these. And it's also a really good thing to get back with the Brilliance Unleashed. So I'm going to lean into that. I'm not 100% on that pick, but I made it. We'll see. Pack 3, pick 4. Don't really care about the Buzzbots here. There is a TCRI building, which is pretty good. There's also Manhole Missile and Tenderize. I think I will take Tenderize just to have another interactive spell here. I do have the double Frog Butlers. And certainly in the market for interaction. Another Splinter, so I guess the Ninja's deck was kind of open. But yeah, this is 3, 4, 5. Okay. Decent number of interaction now. All right, now I don't have to play the Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. There's nothing here that I want. I don't really want to play a second copy of Stockman. Putrid Pals, I guess? I don't really want retro mutation. Sure. I don't love... Oh my gosh! A second everything pizza. Let's go. Okay, well that made things much nicer for me. I'm just going to take Cryptid just for my mana curve. Like, I don't really think I need the Uneasy Alliance here. All right, Black Greenland, yes. Absolutely need that. And now, oh my gosh, there's... How many Splinters would I have had? New Generations Technique or Shredder's Revenge? All right, well, let's take New Generations Technique here. I mean, with double everything pizza. Ooh. Is 2 too many? 2 might be too many. I might take a Shredder's Revenge here as well. And these are all just like filler level cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play some number of these cards here on the right, and we're set. Oh, there's this too. Yeah, because this is 21 cards here. I mean, now if you ask me how am I gonna win, yeah, it might be tough. It might be tough, but you know what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, New Generations Technique, I don't think it's the type of card that you want to play 2 copies of. Like, I know I do like to Dirtle, but I feel like with double Frog Butler with my lands, like 1 is kind of roughly where I want to be. All right, so let's put that in, this in. I don't... Cowabunga, I guess, maybe. All right. As far as colors are concerned, what does this get? 9 mutants. It's all right. All right, I'm going to cut the Cowabunga. I think I like all of my spells. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spells. You know what I would have really liked, actually? It's fine. I would have liked another artifact to get back with Brilliance Unleashed. I think Putrid Pals is kind of medium. All right, I think this is just the deck, honestly. I'm going to play the Crustacean Commando just to have like another 2-mana play. It's not a great card by any means, but it's just something to play early. All right, let's figure out our color situation here. We have a Singular Plains, which seems correct for the 2 white cards. For green, which is our heaviest color. We want like 8 to 9 green sources at least. So 5, 6, 7. So definitely need more green. In fact, I want like 7 green, I think, especially with the double frog butlers. The thing is, 1 mountain also makes sense just to make sure that I can turn on the everything pizza. And then for blue, I guess we don't have that many blue cards. I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't count. 5. So we can shave an island. 2 swamps also makes sense here because I have the anchovy and banana pizza, and I think it's important to be able to, cast the card. Actually, for this reason, I think what I'm supposed to do here is actually cut the crustacean commando. I just realized we have like no blue cards, right? We have like a surveillance cam. I think I just go down to 1 island actually. And 3, 9, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. The reason why I'm cutting the island here is because Crustacean Commando is just not a reliable enough 2-mana play with our mana base. So I will just play up Putrid Pals just for the mana curve. All right, the 1 island surveillance cam deck. We just kind of have to make the mana work. And like I said, I'm heavily focusing on green mana here just because everything is basically green. And all right, is it the perfect 5-color deck? No. But we try to make it happen, and let's see how this plays out. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an excellent group of folks who are also passionate about limited magic and want to grow their game. If you want to take your game to the next level, absolutely check it out. All right, we are in the Elo where we keep getting paired against mythic players, which means if we actually if we get to mythic, we're going to be pretty high ranking, I think. All right, opponent leading with mountain. We have escape tunnel. I guess I get a swamp because I have stomp by the foot. Chrome Dome. That's a really good 2-drop. Let's get swamp. And then curry of comestibles. Oh, wow. I'm going to use this to get everything pizza, of course. And yeah, I mean, a bit of a slow hand, but here's the interesting thing. Because I have the anchovy and banana pizza, I think, the sacrifice dream, that's not something that we're concerned about for a bit, right? So, ooh, they are representing counterspell. I gotta think here. I think I'm just gonna play the cryptid here. Give myself 1 more turn, because next turn I can still go everything pizza plus... oh my gosh. Well, that's an April O'Neil. One of the best rares in the entire set. Okay, so... a lot of options here. The first being, what the heck do I get? Because I'm going to stomp by the foot the April O'Neil. Let's get a swamp. All right. What do I want to sacrifice? I'm going to sacrifice the creature. The reason being is I also have the option here of casting Tenderize with the mutagen token. EPF point squad, sure. Okay. That's our blue source. That's perfect. So we'll go anchovy and banana pizza. Kill the chrome dome. Then play the land. And pass. Alright, so now we just need a white source and we're good. I have Brilliance Unleashed. There is nobody. Okay, so that's going to pump the EPF point squad. If they have another creature, I suppose that's something. Okay, they don't. And I don't have anything to get back. So I don't want to play the Brilliance Unleashed just yet. I can, of course, sacrifice the anchovy and banana pizza at some point. Yeah, so, and I can't play the Ragamuffin Raptor either, so let's go ahead and just pump this. And then we'll just chill. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. They have 2 cards. This one's a little bit dicey, but I guess I have to do it. Okay, it worked. Whew. They had a bunch of mana up, so I didn't love that spot. Alright, let's crack the anchovy and banana pizza. And that is a new generation's technique. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, I can still hold off on this because obviously returning everything pizza is also insane. Alright, so everything pizza is now turned on. Also, the reason why I didn't cast Brilliance Unleashed is I didn't have 2 good targets for it, right? Like, I can get back Anchovy Pizza, but then like I'm using a removal effect on a 1/1, which is not great. Okay, so they have nothing in hand. Okay, so I guess I just lose out on the counters effect, which I think is fine to make them discard a card and all that other stuff. Choose a player to gain 3 life and draw a card. 3 damage. Submit 0. Got a land. Alright. Still got a ton of value there. Alright, what do I want to do now? I mean, I can also just Ragamuffin Raptor. And just get back the everything pizza, right? Which is fantastic. Oh yeah, this is glorious, okay? This is glorious. This is peak Magic, folks. This is what peak performance looks like. How many times can we cast and activate everything pizza? I mean, I'm at 20 life, so it's gonna take a lot for them. Buzzbots, okay. Bespoke bow on Frog Butler. Woo! Hey, that's some good stuff. That is definitely some good stuff. All right, hold on. Check this out. We got an effect during their draw step, okay? All right. Yeah. I think it's kind of silly that you can use everything pizza at instant speed. I feel like that should be like, you know, that effect is so powerful. I feel like that should be a sorcery speed effect. But you know what? I'm here for it. Who cares? We're on the good side of that. So, all right. Nice little 1-0. Let's keep it going. Pizza, pizza. Look, this is what I wanted to do in the last draft video, but Artifacts was super open. Honestly, in this video, I should have probably been ninjas, but it's okay. All right, a bit of a slow hand here. I'm going to hope that my hand develops. I have 4 colors of mana. I have a new generation's technique and a bunch of expensive cards. If I can find a white source, obviously I can run out the turncoat Kunoichi as well. Everything pizza would be a fine draw. Also helps that I'm on the play. So less of a chance I get completely run over. But if they lead with plains, that's certainly going to be a concern. All right, they led with forest. Don't play a frog. Okay. The everything pizza mirror. Here we are. Well, I do have new generations technique, so I do like that. All right. So I need to get a white. And do I have double green cards? I don't. So I think I should get a second black for the anchovy and banana pizza. I can't say thanks, so I know. All right. Let's go. They have 6 cards. Let's just play a giant monster. If they bounce this, it's okay. I want to be able to have 7 mana to like move a mutagen counter and draw cards off of this. Retro mutation, okay. Can I attack with this? Can't attack, okay. I guess that would be bad because I can sneak it. Shredder's Revenge is actually pretty good in this matchup, probably. Alright, so let's go Ray Fillet. Let's move the counter here. And then let's kill Pizza Face. No artifacts just yet for the Brilliance Unleashed, so waiting on... We have 2 Everything Pizzas and a Courier of Comestible, so 3, which is quite nice. Our opponent still needs to find a red source here to turn on the Everything Pizza. The Ray Fillet is fortunately a 4/4, so they're going to need another removal spell here. I could technically play this... Oh, no, this targets only opponent's creatures. They sacrifice the Everything Pizza to kill Ray Fillet, okay? That's what I am talking about, friends. That is perfect. Yeah, I know your hand is loaded. I know your hand is loaded. Spicy oatmeal pizza, okay? I'm gonna get a blue source, because I have Surveillance Cam. I'm gonna keep this land in my hand. In case they have Shredder's Revenge of their own. Ragamuffin Raptor, sure. Okay. Well, I'm glad I made them discard. Why didn't they... They should have... Oh, that's not a food, okay. Alright, that was good. It's good that I waited on the island, because I can play the illegitimate business now. Oh my gosh, we got Kitsune. Nice. I mean, we have a bunch of removal, but obviously we want to find pressure here somehow. Like, I would like them to just play a creature. Like, Everything Pizza into a creature, and then I use the Brilliance Unleashed. You know what I mean? Like, I just have 3 removal spells in my hand, and my Shredder can't attack. Well, they're certainly getting a mountain here. Whoa! I guess... Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to play any of these cards, so I'm just gonna wait. I guess they know about the island, but... Yeah, I should have played the island. That was bad. It's like a minor misstep, but... Also, they probably... Oh, no, they discarded... No, they didn't discard the mountain. They drew the mountain, sure. Okay. I mean, they might just crack this just to, like, get some value here. Oh, they're not. Okay, fair enough. Okay. I guess I'll play Escape Tunnel to thin out my deck. This is funny. It's just like we don't have an actual way to win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we can... We'll get 13 lands out of our deck, so we'll have 4 lands left. Ah, Brilliance Unleashed. Sure. That works. All right, well, I am happy. And the thing is, Pizza Face can't target itself, I think, which is good. Okay, I think they might misunderstand how Pizza Face works. Oh, never mind. I misunderstand how Pizza Face works. I am the dum-dum. Okay, yeah. that one's on me, obviously. So I can play the Kunoichi. I can play the Kunoichi to exile the food. I mean, obviously, I want to kill the Pizza Face. Oh, this doesn't work the way that I want. Oh, I messed up. Because their everything pizza kills my everything pizza, of course. Oh no. That was actually a mistake. Alright, well, I guess now I have no choice but to just, like, go for value. Or not value, but go for just, like, removal. Yeah, I don't actually have any more action, so they're gonna sacrifice their everything pizza to kill mine. That was actually a mistake, because their pizza's in play. Yeah, I'm definitely playing sloppy here, because their last card is a land. If it's not a land, that's a huge mistake, right? Whoa. I mean, they must have a way to kill my pizza. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, well... Okay. Let's kill the cryptid. Let's play this. Attack. So now they have to use everything pizza on Agent Bishop, and I'll pitch this forest. This card. And they're still at 23 life because they have all the tap lands. So, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. We have almost identical decks, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's crack this. Then we can play this. Alright, so we got a 5/5 Putrid Pals and a 4/3 Kunoichi. They're on 2 cards. And perhaps they have nothing. Oh, this is great. Now we can play the Ragamuffin Raptor. Get back everything pizza. Play it. No more lands left in deck. Look, I got everything pizza. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect that. I didn't expect the mutant chain reaction in your 5-color good stuff deck. Just doesn't happen that often, you know? Okay. I guess any removal spell would do. I mean, technically, I guess I could have waited. Alright, my opponent's at 1. We have Frog Butler. And we pass. I think they have at least like 1 land in their hand. They need to be able to deal with 2 creatures here. And they made 2 creatures this turn. This is ridiculous. Okay. So I still have a Courier of Comestibles and an Everything Pizza in my deck. I suppose I should have... Yeah, I just... Like, okay, it's like... They could have discard, but perhaps I should have done it the other way. That's on me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to make an awkward block regardless. Alright. Draw some lands. There you go. Well, that was the one that they had. I have no lands left in my deck. Minus tap lands. This is good. And then I'll play the Cryptid. I'll hold off on the Mutagen for now. Once again, they have to deal with 2 things. Pretty epic game. I think my opponent has probably played a slightly cleaner game than me. But I have everything pizza advantage, right? I'm the one who got to sacrifice mine. I got to play it 3 times. Granted, it died once. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could have done with that Brilliance Unleashed, but yeah, it is what it is. But I think certainly the turn before, I think it would have been better to maybe just play it and wait for it to just be like a Hadouken effect. But there's not that much main deck artifact hate, and I get to thin out my deck. It's close. Alright, on the play here, we do have Agent Bishop, but we need a white source, and we don't have many of those. Let's Play the ooze. All right, Buzzbots, sure. Ooh, that is our white source, but it's mega awkward. I'm just gonna play the Cryptid. Mouser Foundry, sure. 1 damage coming in. Planes off the top. No, Frog Butler. Hey, that works too. I don't think they're gonna block. All right. The thing is, I don't want to put a counter on Frog Butler, because Frog Butler, like in my deck, obviously, if my opponent sees it, it's the type of card that they're going to want to kill anyways. I know it like blocks the 1/1, but I'd rather just get in for the extra damage off the Cryptid. Like a 3/4 body in the mid-game to early game is just really, really solid, right? And then if they use a removal spell on this, I don't really care because, well, you know, I'd rather have the Frog Butler alive. So... nobody on the Mouser Foundry. Classic. Classic. All right, now I probably should put a counter on the Frog Butler. They're at 17. Am I interested in attacking? No. We'll hang out. All right. Now I have counters on anything, so I just will get a bunch of mutagen cards. And then I have the, like, because I have the ooze in play. And I want to give myself the option. Like, I have so much mana anyways. I think I can hold off on playing the legitimate business next turn and give myself the opportunity to play a Frog Butler off the top. Okay, they played a Mikey and Dawn, so never mind. We need to be a little bit more aggressive here. Block you. It's an interesting attack. Okay. Because now I can exile this. Everything pizza! That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Let's see, if I turn this into a 3/4 and then a 4/5... so we need to get a blue source. And then I want to use the mutagen here as well. So even if they kill the Frog Butler, I'll have the mana to activate the Everything Pizza. Now, noting that I can't actually kill Mikey and Dawn, so yeah, I mean, look, both sides are doing powerful things, right? So we'll see where this goes. Like, their board is awesome, but they can't really attack me, which is great. Anchovy and Banana Pizza. Well, I'm just gonna play the land. I mean, they're at 19. Yeah, it's just like, what do they do? You know what I mean? Because I want to kill Ravenous Robots. Choose a player to gain 3 life and draw a card. Me. 3 damage here. 3 counters here. Alright. What a card Everything Pizza is. The fact that I can use this as an instant speed trick too. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Like, their deck legitimately looks awesome. So, don't think we are out of this by any means. But we have completely cleaned up their board. And we obviously had an insane hand here as well. And we can make plenty of mutagen now with the ooze. So, now it's just like, I have so many different angles of attack. Like, I still have a backup removal spell. I just think they're not going to have time necessarily to take over with Mikey and Dawn, because of just the constant pressure that I have up. And it's like sacrificing Mouse or Foundry is good in a lot of instances, but my creatures are simply too big right now. And I have the Ragamuffin Raptor to get back the Everything Pizza, which is obviously also ridiculous. All right, Metalhead is definitely a step in the right direction here. I'm sure they're going to bounce the Frog Butler, as it is a 6/6. It wouldn't make sense to bounce anything else. Okay. Leaves the battlefields. Oh! I guess they don't want me to get all the mutagen tokens. Sure. Oh my gosh, Michelangelo plus Agent Bishop is also disgusting. Yeah, we're gonna oh my gosh. I didn't even realize. So 9/9. Yep. So we have a 9/9 and a 10/11. If they kill it, I get way more mutagen tokens. I have 2 ridiculous rares in play as well. Yeah. This is a thing. Like, I mean, there's certainly other things I could have done that turn. But I think this is still fine. Like, Agent Bishop, I don't even care if it dies, right? Like, it's already kind of done its thing. And now I have almost 3 lethal attackers here. And what are they going to do, right? Okay, they hit a land off Mikey and Don, which is obviously fantastic. Surveillance Cam would be good. I mean, if I feel like Mikey and Don is how I'm going to lose this game, then certainly I can just, like, kill it right now, right? So, Mouse or Foundry, sure. Let's get rid of that. I doubt they're going to attack me. Okay. Not really a Stockman situation. So many ridiculous options. All right, I'm just going to kill Mikey and Don. So even if they kill Michelangelo, which they certainly might next turn with the Mouser Foundry, it's like they make a 1/1. I still have 2 gigantic creatures. Like, again, this is just a lot to handle. At this point, it's like I'm trying to identify how I lose, and I think it starts with, you know, land, creature off the top with the Mikey and Don. And so I'm just trying to limit the resources that they have. I know at any given point I can play the Ragamuffin Raptor to get more things back. Lots of options, obviously. Everything Pizza's fantastic here, too. All right. Mikey, Weirdness to 11 dies. Sure. I get 2 more mutagen. Yeah, this is just way too much. Look, again, my opponent's deck is incredible. It's one of those things, it's just, I had a bunch of bombs that were hard to deal with, and we came out on top. We had a really good draw. All right, 3-0. Everythingpizza.deck. All right, this hand, I'm going to keep. I got a 2-drop. I mean, there is some awkwardness here, but this is a hand that's essentially, I have blue and black. It's going to take a little bit of time, okay? So we'll go Courier of Comestibles, green-white, Frog Butler, sure. Ooh, blue-red, that's great. Let's play the Courier and get everything pizza. But of course, we're on the draw and they played a turn 2 Frog Butler. So I can definitely imagine a scenario where we get run over here. And if we do, we do. Doesn't mean I should mulligan this hand, you know what I mean? Leonardo Big Brother, okay? So that kind of gives me all the colors that I need. I guess I'll still get a black source. Wait, I just played the wrong card. I am a dum-dum. Why the hell did I do that? What the hell? I played the wrong 2-mana artifact. Well, I guess I have the Foot Headquarters. That's hilarious. What the hell? What the hell? What am I doing? I'm like a little bit surprised. Like what is happening? Why did I do that? Lessons from life. Oof. Okay, so they're doing the ramping. We can get that one. Yeah, I don't want to use this on any of these cards just yet. So I think it's Slithering Cryptid into Pump It Up. Like, we're not close to activating Everything Pizza anyways. So this way, like, if they play... I mean, obviously if they kill this, they kill it. But next turn we can go Everything Pizza to get, like, another black source, I suppose. And then we can play TCRI Building and still keep up Stomp by the Foot. So that's Jenica here. Leonardo might attack. No attacks. All right. Ooh. Michelangelo Weirdness 211. So that is certainly also an exciting draw here. Let's distribute some of the love here. They have 5 cards in hand. It's weird. It's almost like I don't want to put anything on Michelangelo itself. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to keep pumping the other things. I think that's actually correct. Because this is the card that they want to kill, right? Oh, no, I should have... See? I keep making the mistakes. I should have killed it. I should have put counters on it, because if they kill it, then I still get... You know, it's part of, like... There's multiple rares that I'm dealing with here in terms of interactions. And that's obviously kind of throwing me off just a little bit here. Because I would have gotten 2 more mutagen tokens had I done it some other way. So Tenderize there. Okay. So that gives me... Oh, they must have double removal. Oof. Okay. Okay, well, at least they killed the Michelangelo. Well, actually, yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about this. 3 cards in hand. Should we take it? No, let's just block. The thing is, they're still going to be able to make good attacks with this. Also, keep in mind, I do have Stomp by the Foot. I can sack these mutagen tokens for other shenanigans. Next turn, I might be interested in just playing the Stockman here just to not get run over. We have 5 mutagen. Let's exile the... I don't know. Tainted Treats, I guess. I mean, I have a couple of interesting lines. I would love to just draw, like, a cheaper creature. But, like... Yeah. I can activate Everything Pizza next turn, but I don't even know if that's a top priority necessarily. I think I'm just going to play Stockman here. And just take it a little bit slower. Put a counter on it. Loot away this forest. You know what I mean? I guess if I draw tap land, then I'll play the tap land. Although, I don't know. Putting a counter on it does seem pretty enticing. We'll see. Well, alright, we didn't draw the tap land anyways. Okay. So now we have a 4/5 flyer. Next turn we can go Everything Pizza. Actually, what's funny is I can't actually activate this because this is blue and red, and this is black and white. So even if I get a black, I still need to find a blue or a red to be able to do my stuff, which I guess the Stockman would have been good for, but I just feel like it was pretty important for me to put something in play here. But yeah, I mean, I can even make like a huge Putrid Pals, right? So lots of options. The Ooze certainly doing a lot of work, right? If I just, as long as I just continue making sure I just run out creatures, like, we're okay. Now, keep in mind... Ooh. Oh, wow. Westwind Avatar. Sacrificing the food? That's great. Yep. Okay. Let's exile... Tenderize. Okay. So, this only deals -5/-5, so I can't exactly kill it. I can play a Death Touch creature, though. I'm actually genuinely curious if I'm supposed to wait. No, I'll get a swamp, I think. So now I just need, again, blue or red mana. And then I need to sacrifice on here. And then play Putrid Pals. And we're still gonna chill here. Now they can have another removal. They can have a removal spell here, and that would be bad, right? Because then they can like sack this and whatever. I will take a decent hit, but obviously I can still rebuild here. So yeah, Tenderize is certainly great here. I mean, I don't think there was like a great world where I could keep up Stomp by the Foot there. So it is what it is. Now, if their hand is just like all removal, you know, Tainted Treats, double Tenderize, so be it, right? There's only so much we can play around. This is not a ninja, correct? Yeah. Oh, what the hell? What can this be? I mean, it's obviously something. I'm not really in a position here to... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, their deck's fantastic. And that's just permanently gone. Wow. Alright, good beats. Okay. Yeah, I don't think... I think this is too much. Ooh! 3, 4, 8. 3, white, black, blue, red. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't think the everything pizza strategy works. I guess I could have just put all the mutagen on this, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, if they have another removal spell, yeah. I mean, this is just good beats. Yeah. Good beats. That was I think it was like 5 removal effects. Yeah. And I have trouble killing 7/7, so yeah. 3 and 1. Let's keep going. All right, on the play, we are keeping. We have everything pizza, so that'll... And we can cast Stomp by the Foot, so this is actually very nice. What is this? Shadow Spear? +1/+1, trample lifelink. Okay. Let's go get a forest here, which is not something you see often. But I did just drop Frog Butler. Mouser Foundry. Okay. Another Frog Butler. It becomes a 2/2 trample lifelinker. I mean, that's certainly not that scary. A land, untapped land would be nice. It's a tap land, but I guess that's okay as well. Let's stem the bleeding here a little bit. Make a 3/4 and then just play a Foot Headquarters. So, I mean, we need a blue and a red source outside of our lands. We do have the Frog Butler, but they do have Mouser Foundry, so I feel like, you know, at some point this is gonna kill one of my butlers. If they have a return to the sewers, I guess I don't really want it. Good beats. That was good, sure. All right, that's another everything pizza, which I definitely want to play. We're gonna use that to get a blue or a red source. I have more blue cards. So let's get a blue source. Let's do that. Now, they will kill one of my butlers here, right? So I do have to think. Like, I'm wondering if it's better for me to just, like, try to just, like, mutagen a bunch of stuff. I guess they can only kill the one. I mean, no, let's just play both butlers. This way, if they kill one of my butlers, I still can technically activate the everything pizza if I draw a land. And for them, I mean, they should absolutely kill my butler, so. This is all still fine. Let's kill the artifact here to play around Brilliance Unleashed. And we just drew the land. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not really going to mess around here. I'm going to play this. Choose a player to gain 3 life. Me. 3. And this. You discard a card. I have the ooze. We're just trying to stay alive. And we just naturally drew the color that we needed there. Which is amazing. They discarded Baxter Stockman. Wow. And the nice thing about this is if they kill the Frog Butler now, I just get 3 mutagen. Because I have the ooze in play. Even through Metalhead. Because it says leaves the battlefield. Okay. They're going to sacrifice something to give it haste. But we have Stomp by the Foot here, so... we're certainly going to use that before they have the mana. Let's exile Baxter. Alright. So I definitely have to kill this. We can sack one of these mutagen. And then let's just make... I guess I have a couple of options. Like I can just make like a large Frog Butler. Is that fine? That's fine. It just gives me access to more mana, you know? And I have the land for the turn. Our opponent definitely fighting the good fight here. They absolutely are. That doesn't give it haste, right? Okay. Counter target spell that targets an artifact or creature you control. Okay. Did they have an artifact to play? Alright, let's get Metalhead out of here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Everything pizza. And the ooze actually doing a lot of work too. One of those cards, like, it's not 100% clear how good it is. It's pretty darn good. Especially if the games get kind of drawn out. 4 and 1. Alrighty. Next game. Well, another slowish hand, but I have all of my colors, so I feel like I just have to hold my breath here and keep. I'm gonna lead with Escape Tunnel over Dimension X, actually. The reason being is this gives me the potential to just play a turn 2 Frog Butler, which I think is something that I'm interested in. Alright, I didn't. So now I want to play the tap land. Depending on where things go... Okay, well, I was gonna say I might turncoat Kunoichi something. Certainly not gonna turncoat that. If they knew they had Surveillance Cam in their deck, they should have just, like, played the land first. You know what I mean? Alright, well. I need to play a creature, so... This card's obviously great, but... it's very, very vulnerable right now. So I need to find a blue source. Manhole Missile, sure. Take 2. Get a blue. Let's play the ooze. I still need a red or white source, but again, we're still pretty far away from activating the pizza. Okay, Surveillance Cam down. Take 2. The thing is, I don't actually have like a good play here. Let's exile Manhole Missile. Oops. Alright, let's see, 5 cards. I have a Slithering Cryptid and a Shredder Unrelenting as options. I suppose I'll just play the expensive card. Sure. That is all fine. I mean, I would love to sneak the Kunoichi if possible at some point. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That is a problem. Raphael, the Night Watcher. Okay, this is... You know, my kind of dirtily do-nothing deck might struggle right now. Not ideal here. I actually think I need to just kill this. It's just too much of a risk. Like, I suppose I can play the Cryptid too, right? Like, what if I just exile this? And if they bounce it, they can sneak it. Like, they would have to kill this, but I can still block the Casey Jones with this. The thing is, when am I ever getting an artifact in my actual yard? Just not anytime soon, right? So yeah, let's just play it and kill it. Sometimes you gotta spend 6 mana to kill a 4-drop. This is why I really wanted, like, an Omni Cheese Pizza. You know what I mean? Alright, so they're digging here. They need some lands here. For us, we just want... If I want to draw a land, I want it to be mountain or plains. Let's exile the Surveillance Cam. Okay, Stomp by the Foot is actually fine. We'll keep up Stomp by the Foot. Metalhead. I see. It's kind of tricky. Like, I'm trying to figure out which one of those I want to kill. I think I want to kill the Metalhead. Then let's exile it, I guess, because it's an artifact to get back. That's a Tenderize. Alright, this time I will have to Tenderize this thing, because I'm at 5. I mean, they have 6 cards in hand. It's just so likely that they have a removal spell here. Yeah. Alright, let's kill you. And I'm gonna draw it. Like, it's just a giant creature, right? So. Buzzbots, okay. Four cards in hand. I'm gonna kill the Buzzbots. And let's pump it in case they kill it. Mouser Foundry, okay. Just give me a mountain or a plains. This would just make this so much nicer. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're getting so much value. I mean, this is a really, really solid artifact deck. Good interaction. Just all the signpost cards. We just need a mountain or a plains. Now, granted, we have only one of each, so it's not like it's the most trivial thing in the world to pull off. But I just need some way to gain life. Okay, well that is technically a mountain or a plains. Gosh, that's brutal. The thing is, like, I still just don't have great blocks. They can go to the face, block. Alright. That's my move. It's all I got. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, their deck is awesome. That's a Krang too. Whew. That's Buzzbots, sure. And their own ooze. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, that might be a little bit too much to handle, folks. That might be a little bit too much to handle. I don't think they're going to attack me. Feel like it would be not a great attack. Okay, Agent Bishop down. Shredder's Revenge. Kind of interesting. God, this is so much damage, though. I mean, I do gain a bunch of life, I guess. I think I just have to pass. I mean, alternatively, hold on. Is it crazy to just not go for the Everything Pizza this turn? I'm at 5 life. I blocked 3 things. And then I die. Okay, so yeah, I have to gain the life. And I need to keep the Frog Butler back as a blocker first before activating the pizza. So, that's also another thing here. This is kind of like my deck from yesterday, but possibly better. Two cards in hand for the opponent. Let's fizzle theirs, I guess. It's little things, you know what I mean? Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. So, we must block first. This is gigantic and has to be blocked, so I guess we block here and here. I can't save... Oh, I can save this, I guess. Because they have Mouser Foundry. And this is not a spell, so you can't use the Fugitive Droid here. I don't think. Okay, that's another Everything Pizza. They're discarding. But they do get another Buzzbots back and a bunch of mutagen. But they can't kill my Frog Butler. That's good. Alright, so we stayed alive. But obviously this is still not, like, fantastic. By any means. There's a Fugitive Droid that can also get gigantic. Or not gigantic, but become a 3/3. Okay, well, never mind. They had Brilliance Unleashed. Yeah, this deck is excellent. And kudos to my opponent, playing this game very well as well. And we are just getting run over with all the good artifact synergy. So, yeah, Krang drew my opponent like 7 cards. Even the value from the other card, I just won't be able to manage. So this is just too many tokens. GG's. Lots of good decks. Lots of good decks to be drafted in this format. Lots of sweet decks. You can draft a blue-red, like as long as like your lane is open and you find all the like the signpost uncommons and rares, you can definitely get it done. 4 and 2. All right, on the play here, 3 forests, a Michelangelo, and a bunch of cards I can't cast. Is this a heart of the cards type situation? It sure is. Look, I got like my best rare on the play, and I have lots of mana fixing, so I think this is keepable. Let's see, if I play this next turn, I can play this and pump. I'm just gonna play, because the thing is, look, like I just want to give myself the opportunity to hit my opponent for 3 next turn, right? So. This is not much different than playing the tap land and then playing this and pumping it, right? Next turn. So that is a Genghis Frog. Oh, look at that. Actually, I was thinking about using Tenderize, but I feel like... I think it's too important to play the tap land there. Donatello. So that is an extra... Ooh, that's some nice little value, actually. I don't actually know which one I want to kill. They're both pretty good. I don't know if that's correct, but... I'll try it. Need a black source for Stomp by the Foot. I do have Ray Fillet that I can play next turn and pump. But This thing just like naturally gets really big, whereas the Genghis Frog, like you're gonna have to work for it, right? So, Technodrome. Are they gonna run into my surveillance cam? They sure are. Block. Yes. Surveillance cam for the win. All right. Oh, Technodrome is gonna grow. Oh, they missed the land drop. All right. This can't attack or block just yet. Do I want to just get them for 5? I think so. It just gets in damage right away, right? So. Get aggressive here. If they kill Michelangelo, so be it. But this gets us very, very close to actually killing our opponent. Because they're at 9 life and they're stuck on lands, right? So just like maximum aggression here if possible. They had a great start, by the way, but just, yeah, I mean, obviously mana situations. I mean, look at us mana screwed in our 5-color deck. Look at us. We're so unlucky. Actually, we kept the 3 forest hand. This was fantastic. Okay. Now, if they have a Tenderize here, then we are in trouble. Frog Butler, okay. We drew a forest. Alright. What do I want to do now? I mean, I can just tap Frog Butler and get them down to 1. I think that's the play. Oh, Escape Tunnel? That's super interesting. But I guess it doesn't do anything right now. Let's play a Black Source. Like, as much as I want to remove counters to draw cards here, I have an evasion creature, and I have a stomp by the foot, right? Now I can use the escape tunnel to get a black source eventually. And the Technodrome is still it's not turned on yet, right? They still need one more artifact. So right now they have the 1 blocker, but they really need to like kill the Ray Fillet. And if they're going to lean on the Frog Butler to trade with Michelangelo, then I can just play the stomp by the foot to get this out of the way. So I like how our draws were 3 dual lands and an escape tunnel. It's pretty good after what we kept. Another Genghis Frog. Oh, that's really good. So what they need to do... See? Oh, I don't know if I love that. What they needed to do there was... Oh, they might have a surveillance cam. What they needed to do was use the mutagen on the Technodrome, right? I don't know. This is weird. Okay, they just... Yeah, alright. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do there. Like, am I supposed to use Stomp... Am I supposed to be the first person to flinch in that instance? Like, do I just kill the Frog Butler and then attack? I think maybe that was correct. Maybe I should have done that. Alright, well... There's a lot of different things they could have with that kind of mana up. But if I kill the Frog Butler, it's really hard for them to kill me, and I wanted to probably kill the Frog Butler anyways. It would have been a lot easier if they just tapped the mana to put the counter on the Technodrome. Oh, actually, if they did, it has reach, doesn't it? Yeah, they should have just done that. All right. 3 land. Okay, I mean, this hand just looks like... this looks like I have a regular deck. 2 forests, a swamp, some 2-drops, an anchovy pizza. Yes. Opponent on blue-red. Okay. Buzzbots is the play from them. I'm just going to play Michelangelo, whatever. Like, I don't know what I should... The thing is, I don't even know what land I should be getting off the Everything Pizza. That's the problem. I would... Like, getting a swamp makes sense to play the anchovy and banana pizza, right? And just let the game develop. But at the same time... You know, I'm kind of interested in getting a mountain or a plains too, right? Okay, purple dragon punks. Oh, see? See, I can kind of hold off on it because I drew the foot headquarters. Because now I can use this to get a mountain. And we're perfect, right? I kind of want to play the Ooze, but I don't know if the mutagen matters right now. I think it's better to play this and just have the ability to play Anchovy Pizza. Okay, sure. Surveillance cam. Alright, they're doing all the artifact things. Like if they play... Oh, they can't play Baxter this turn, but... The issue with the artifact deck is just like... There's almost never anything worth killing. Alright, that's a pair of everything pizzas. I guess I want to just keep my life total kind of high-ish. Right? Yeah, I mean, this doesn't feel good, but I have... If I had anything else to play, I would. I'm just gonna kill the thing that gives them mana. Next turn, we get like a mountain and play the Ooze and build up our board. Woof! Well, I'm glad I used the anchovy and banana pizza. You know what I mean? Alright, give me some action. That is action. They got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, let's just play this. So next turn we have 6 mana, which is perfect. Go, well, what the hell? Okay. Mouser attack? Mind transfer protocol? Sure. Okay. I mean, they're doing things. Brilliance Unleashed. I don't have... Oh, I do have anchovy and banana pizza. And I'm at 21. Whew. That makes things interesting. So let's get a mountain here first, because we have to do that. Let's play said mountain. Now we have plays, right? So there's the surveillance cam. I have the Ooze, which is good to have on the battlefield, I think. Okay, we'll just do this. I won't play the other one. Because if my opponent plays like a really big creature here or establishes a really big board, I can gain the life off the pizza and then play Brilliance Unleashed and kill 2 more things, which I do think is worth, right? And while having the Ooze in play also means that if they kill the Michelangelo, I get 2 more mutagen counters, which is also quite nice. Okay, Zog on Michael. They drafted like a blue-red tempo deck. We'll sack this. Right, we're at 11. They have 1 card. It's interesting. I kind of want to make them discard this, right? Let's get the artifact out of their graveyard. Blue, red, white, black, green, green, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just play a land. And, I mean, I do technically pump this, right? And I gain a bunch of life, and it gets a bunch of counters. Now, they can obviously tap it down with the surveillance cam, but I still think it's worthwhile to do. Do I force them to use the surveillance cam? I will. I could attack now, knowing that they're going to use this, but I want to force that action for them to try to force through damage. And then next turn, I can play Brilliance Unleashed plus Frog Butler. And I can even use this to just like... I could get back Anchovy Pizza or Everything Pizza. Depending. Does this trample? It does. Okay. I mean, my opponent's playing a rock-solid game here. Alright. What do I want to do? You know, I think I'm just going to try my... I'm going to just make my life total as high as possible. Because I have this other Everything Pizza, let's do this. Target you. Let's just play this. I mean, Michelangelo closes games out quickly. I got a 9/9 and a 5/5 in play out of nowhere. Bot bashing time. Sure. So, they kill the pizza, which is fine. We get 2 more mutagen things. This Michelangelo is lethal as well. Donatello, naked. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's exile. I'm just exiling artifacts. Alright, so they have to block this. I have everything pizza, which makes them discard a card, which obviously I don't really have to do just yet. So I think I'm just gonna hold off on it. Alright, so this forces the block. Then we can play Frog Butler. The counter's here. Do they have any other artifacts? There's a Buzzbots. Let's put counter here. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, this time I'm going to wait on the Everything Pizza, okay? I'm going to wait on the Everything Pizza. Because I can play it and activate it next turn. Alright. This was more like your run-of-the-mill artifact deck. The last one that we lost to was absolutely ridiculous. That just kind of had everything. Of course, we've drafted our fair share of those. But this one was like, it had some filler cards. They're playing to your synergies, but, it's probably one of those, like, artifacts was probably slightly contested, and then you had to play some of the ones that you're not as interested in. Whereas the last one was just, like, all premium hits. Alright, on the play here, we have 3 colors, and we have a Courier of Comestibles, which can get us the blue source to cast our Surveillance Cam, so we're going to certainly do that. Courier's so insane with Everything Pizza. That's a Frog Butler. Okay. Let's get blue. Let's attack. And then let's upkeep, tap down the Butler. They're not going to attack me with the Butler. I'd rather just shut down a mana for a turn here if possible. You know what's nice about this? If they don't have a follow-up creature, I can sneak in the Shredder. Very unlikely, but if I did, picking up the Courier of Comestibles for added value would be very nice. Nope, it's a Zoo Escapees. So that's an Anchovy and Banana Pizza. I have Shredder's Revenge. I think I'm just going to do a similar thing here and just try to lock down the Frog Butler and draw some cards. I don't love it because it doesn't really advance my board state, but I'm going to try to slow them down. Draw some cards, and then next turn I can play Shredder. Okay, well, we have all the colors for Everything Pizza now, which is good. And I even drew the Swamp, rather, to play an Anchovy and Banana Pizza if they play something big this turn. Of course, if they sneak something in here, that would be kind of annoying, I suppose. So the way I look at this right now is if they play something big, I'm going to kill it. I can't kill that, obviously. And if not, then I'm just going to play like Shredder Unrelenting, right? They have 4 cards. Yeah. Do I want to attack with this? I mean, it's never blocking anything. So the play here is to... Well, here's the interesting thing. Like, I can either Anchovy and Banana Pizza the Mikey and Dawn. I think I do, honestly. Like, just worry about this a little bit later, but I'm very concerned about the value that they can get off of a card like the Mikey and Dawn. So I think I should just get it off the battlefield. Oh, well, I took an extra point of damage, I guess. Let's hope they don't have that, like, protection spell. That would be unfortunate. The 1-mana protection spell. I'm ready to get blown out by that card. Yeah. I mean, good beats, right? Like, what? They use their mana perfectly that turn. Tainted Treats into Save by the Shell. Yeah, Save by the Shell is absolutely brutal. It's got a really high win rate. Very good card. But now I think I'm going to lose. Most likely. That was a beating. All right, 2 cards in hand for the opponent. They have, I guess, a spell on top or something. Guess I'll chump for now. Keep my life total high. Nothing. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna make them discard those 2 cards. It kills artifacts? Wow. Okay, their deck is insane too. And an Armagon? Like, what are these? Oh, this is our extremely salty opponent from yesterday. But they're gonna get their revenge in this one. I'm gonna play this now because next turn I can still sack this. If I draw the Fate Unleashed card or whatever, I can play it. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna take this for now, because this way they can't attack me with Mikey and Dawn. Alright, Ragamuffin Raptor. That is huge. Because now I can get back the Everything Pizza. Actually, is it better to just get Courier of Comestibles? To get the other Everything Pizza? Or do I just get the Everything Pizza and play it? Well, let's just get... I would rather have another Everything Pizza in my deck to draw. You know what I mean? Let's get the Mountain. Play another tap land. Alright. The problem is I can't kill Mikey and Dawn. I mean, what are they... they keep drawing... Oh, there it is. There's a land. Okay. Okay, now they're going off. And this is problematic. Well, they can't really attack me. Okay, I guess they can attack with that. Sure. Sure, I'll take it. Because I want to kill this. Well, let's see what else they have. What the heck? So they hit land Mona Lisa Bebop off the top? Nice. Okay. So now I have to think. The only thing I can legitimately kill is this Frog Butler. Alright. Go to Michelangelo. I'm at 11. I'm going to hold off on this for now. I mean, we have a lot of mana available, but this Mikey and Dawn, that was like the best save by the shell ever. And if they ever find a way to get this Armagon from the graveyard, I'm also just dead. But you know what? We don't worry. Oh my gosh, really? They had nothing, and they found Bebop into Rocksteady. Unreal. Off the top. Into a land. Oh, gross. Absolutely gross. So this combo is... Okay, this is the combo. Rhinos you control have menace. This says, boards you control can't be blocked by more than one creature. And then it says, Rocksteady can't be blocked by more than one creature, and they have menace. So basically, they're both unblockable. Oh, by the way, shout out to somebody in the comment section from the other day. Because my opponent just kind of like let the time run out. Their joke was, I suppose Mycelium was not a fun guy. I appreciated that. I did. All right. Mikey and Dawn. I mean, they have something, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, again, that attack really did not make sense. Well, I can't block, so we're gonna crack the Anchovy Pizza and hope to draw the Fate Unleashed or whatever. The 5 damage spell. Although if I draw the 5 damage spell, what do I want to kill Mikey and Don or Bebop? Oh no, I can kill both. Or I can draw Putrid Pals. That is not the answer. So I guess we play Stockman. Okay, I have one draw here for this. Dang. Yeah, so 2 unblockable creatures, and there's not much I can do after that. Good games. All right, good beats. We lost to Mikey and Don, right? We're going to lose to rares, and that happens. We hit Diamond 1. This one, I feel like we played a much cleaner game where I don't think there was like a game that we just gave away, right? We lost to Mikey and Don with protection, and they found Bebop and Rocksteady off the top, and I didn't have the interaction for that. We lost to a really good blue-red artifact stack, and I don't remember what the other one was. It was like, oh yeah, it was like another mid-range deck that just killed all my stuff, right? So outside of that, you know, we put up some good fights. This deck was really, really fun to play, right? We had, you know, the 2 everything pizzas, and everything else was filler. You know, I would say, you know, this deck is certainly not absurd, but we had a couple of rares. Our mana fixing was decent. Anytime we have the everything pizza, that's fine. We had some card draw, right, with the Surveillance Cam. Obviously, the everything pizza also gets us cards. And we had Brilliance Unleashed as something that we can use to sacrifice Anchovy and Banana Pizza in the late game or get back everything pizza or Surveillance Cam. So just enough synergies here to kind of make this all come together. And all in all, pretty happy with the result. You know, getting a trophy in every draft is pretty hard. If I go 6-3 every single time, I'll take it, right? That's roughly my average win rate. So this is good. I mean, obviously I would love some trophies too, but you know what? My goal was to showcase an everything pizza deck, and I thought we were able to do so here. I will say though, matches in this format take way longer than I would have expected. I thought this format was going to be all about speed, and it can be if you play a good fast sneak deck, but every single one of my videos have been going so long. So I feel like the average length of a game takes longer in this format. I'm not sure. I need Marshall to look at the numbers. He likes looking at that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. Went 6-3. All good. Maybe we can get the elusive trophy in the next video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out once again to all the patrons. Also go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more? Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.